Hi, I'm Beef, and as you can see, I'm new here. And today I'm going to live up to my name by drawing some beef, being beef myself. I thought doing this as a first impression will be fun, so here am I. First of all, I don't recommend using this video as a tutorial because I bet there are much better videos, better explained, and content that you can use to guide and learn. This video is mainly more of a presentation rather than a guide. You may ask why, and that's because I learned this skill by looking at images, so I'm not completely sure if what I'm doing right now is correct or not. Maybe whatever I am doing right here is completely messed up and I'm not even sure. Alright, I think that's enough talk, so let's begin. Well, the first thing that I did is drawing some random shapes that looks like a piece of meat. And this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. I just took a random red color that I felt that is the right one, and then I started to filling up the shapes that we drew. Yeah, well, as you can see, I'm not the best at making tutorials, but I'm trying. And even if I did something wrong, or maybe that isn't good enough, I did my best. And that's what really matters. If you are a self-taught artist like me, or an artist in general, don't be so hard on yourself, because what is most important is that you're having fun while doing the things that you like. And it's okay if something doesn't turn right at the first try, just try making it again, and you'll see improvement. By the way, that's what I did with this drawing, but shh. Well, now we're going to grab a bone tone because we're going to be drawing the intermuscular fat and the marbling on our piece, and also the tissues and other things that we can find on our chunk of meat. So first I'm going to start with the borders, and then we're going to be drawing the insides. The next thing is that we're going to be painting these big chunks of fat that we drew. I don't know what you think, guys, but I'm actually really proud of how it's looking. I mean, I think it's like my second time drawing it. I haven't drawn beef in my life. I just learned how to paint it for this video. But it actually feels really nice to learn something new that I didn't know how to do that. So now I can draw beef whenever I like. Now, with a darker red color, we will do the shadows on the piece of meat. And now that I think about it, I should have painted the shadows first and then the fat. But well, I'm too lazy to erase it and do it again, so we will leave it like that. I think you can already hear it, but English isn't my first language, so if I mispronounce something, well, I make a fool of myself. Let's talk about my expectations for this year. I have always wanted to have a small community that will appreciate and enjoy my content no matter how silly it is. I really like connecting with people, so I hope this video and the ones that I will upload next will be enjoyed by many. Even if it's me drawing pieces of meat for content. By the way, if you want a fresh piece of meat, you should draw it with a lighter red. However, if you want an older piece, you should draw it with a darker red because the blood in it would already be oxidized. In this case, this is a fresh piece of meat, so we are going to make it sparkle. To make these pieces of beef more realistic, we are going to add some shine with a more brighter red color. And as you can see, it started to look a lot better. Well, finally I'm going to do the same with the other piece. I'm going to render it a little bit more and it will be done. Ta-da! This is the final result. As you can see, I'm not a fraud and I can actually draw beef. And honestly, I think the result turned out pretty nice. I hope this video is helpful to some of you, even though the intentions wasn't exactly to give a good tutorial, but well, thanks for watching and see you another day!